So I wanted to talk real quick a little bit about my hair and nails. I've been taking biotin, and I noticed my hair's been growing really fast. You can even see some of the salt and pepper right here. Um, it's time for me to cut my hair again and my bangs again. What I'm so unhappy about is I was using a violet black, and I thought it was fading to a black, which I was okay with. I did not like how the burgundy was fading to red. Well, eventually the violet black faded to a red. And I do not like the transition from the white, silver, gray to the red. I don't like it. I would have preferred that it went to the black. So I'm stuck with that. But my hair mascaras or my hair powders are a brown, so it blends well with that. It's just that with my with my little granny roller, I forget to put some of the brown powder on here so you can see some of the transition. This is completely white. All of this is completely white. I've got about an inch of that. And I kind of like it. So, I mean, yes, I feel it makes me look older. I am going to be 50, and I do see, more and more lines. To me, they look like wrinkles. My family say they're not, but I am getting more lines. So, yes, it does make me look older. But if my hair was that dark brown, that black brown, a transition I think would have been even nicer. I'm kind of looking forward to for it to all grow out the white here, and the rest is salt and pepper. So yeah, so that's the deal with my hair and my nails. They've been growing with the biotin, however, they still keep chipping. I got something new from Sally's. The one starting over after artificial nails, I said, well, maybe it just needs whatever vitamins that has. So I started that over the week before Thanksgiving. I cut all my nails even because they were all uneven. The only ones that haven't broken on me is this one. This one broke a little bit, and I just filed it around because it broke in the corner. But those are the only two nails that have really, really grown. Surprisingly, this is constantly hitting the key when I type, and I'm surprised it hasn't broke. It is turning in though. I don't know if you can tell. I can tell. My Now again, I noticed they're growing. I noticed again that they chipped, especially this nail. And I think it's because you're typing and you're hitting the keys, and it keeps chipping in the same spot. And I just was trying to just file down the chip, and what was happening was one side was long, and then it looked like a hill. It was curving like really weird. But it would look so pretty if they would just grow. And then these are my two weakest nails because I'm right-handed, and I guess I do a lot of stuff. I'm trying so hard not to use my fingernails as tools. This one I notice, I don't bite my nails, but I do chip off the nail. Since you have real nails, your nails chip, and I don't like using top coat all the time. So sometimes after about a week, a couple of days, I start to take off the nail polish with my teeth, and I notice that this one is weak, so this one breaks. And because I bit my nails so bad growing up, they're not like flat. They're like curved and uneven. But anyway, I just cut them all down, and I'm trying, except for my pinkies, because they're growing pretty nicely. And I noticed that they have grown all except for this one, because this just keeps chipping in the same spot, chipping in the same spot. Have grown just past the fingertip. And what I'm doing is I'm just filing it, trying to file it. And one of the things they say is to file it one way. Don't go back and forth, that snags. It winds up snagging in my hair. Sometimes when I wash it, it winds up snagging in my yarn as I'm crocheting. So it's been a pain, but if they could just grow a little bit more, I'll be happy with that length. And I just try to keep it, straight. Just file it like straight to try to make it look square, but my nails have a tendency to curl on the side, so it's not exactly square. But so I'm taking the biotin. I found something else that says it's for hair and nails. It's supposed to be like a ton of vitamins for your hair, nail, and skin. I'm taking vitamin A for my eyes, because when you're diabetic, your eyesight gets worse and worse. And I only like one person knows this. I have a blind spot in my right eye, a tiny one, which again is why I think that they did not get all the records. Because I was looking through the records and I didn't see, when they took a picture of the inside of my eye. I have a blind spot in this eye. And there were times when I would get temporary blindness, partial temporary blindness in my eyes when I ran out of my pills. So, I'm taking vitamin A now. It like lasts for like a half an hour, moves from one side of your eye to the other. I've been having floaters for a couple of years. They say that happens with age, but I think it happened 2 years ago when I started. I just believe that my diabetes started 2 years ago because of all the symptoms that I was experiencing back then. So, I'm taking vitamin A. I'm taking vitamin E for my skin. I was taking vitamin E because they said it's good for diabetics, vitamin E and D. And it wasn't helping when I ran out of my pills. But I noticed my skin looked really good. So I continuing with the E. I'm taking vitamin A. The B's are really good for your hair and nails. And they're also good for high blood pressure. But I also bought specifically for hair and nails plus the biotin. So my hair to me, it's just been really great. It is time to cut it. I can see that it's the ends start to get kind of scraggly. You can see my bangs are getting too long. And I think it was Shanice Makeup. I was watching her and she was saying how to cut your own hair and I loved it. So it's time to do that again. When I pull my hair in the back, because it's curled, it's got these soft curls, it reaches all the way down to my butt, to the top of my butt. So that biotin is really good, but just doesn't really seem to be. Because one lady, was it doesn't make any sense. It just makes them hard. Well, mine are growing, but they're not hard enough to stay long. So, yeah, but at least this doesn't look like a stub anymore. This one. So yeah, I'm just, all of them except for this one are just past the nail tip, and that's what I would like. Doesn't have to be long, but and I'm having fun with the nail pot now, so I'm taking care of my nails more often. I had to change my polish like every other day because I was putting the vitamins on my nails every other day. I heard if you soak them in salt and olive oil for like an hour, that really helps them to grow, but I don't know how that works, but I am not interested in putting my hands in salt for an hour. Another thing I heard is that garlic helps. Now I know when I was a little girl, and some of you might know this if you're Puerto Rican, si eres puertorriqueña, that I used to help my grandmother make especia, or properly pronounced especias, which are spices. We'll take a bunch of peppers, onions, garlic, chop them up, mash them up, grind them up in a blender, and this is what we use to give our food flavor. This is what I love about Puerto Rican food. So when I was little, I used to bite my nails so bad. When I used to help my grandma do that, I used to call my granny. Forget it. I didn't touch my nails because the taste was so bad. So I thought that was only for nail biters. But, they said no, that, like one girl I've been looking up on YouTube, she grinds garlic and puts it in a bottle of clear nail polish. And she puts that on her nails, and she says her nails go really long. It smells, though, and she says you got to wash your hands really good afterwards. I'm just not interested in putting garlic in my nails. The only place I want garlic is in my body. Garlic is really good for your heart. So I've just been, taking a lot of vitamins because I none of the high blood pressure pills, I just get bad reactions to them. I've tried like 3. So, I just try to take a lot of vitamins, and for my heart, I'll take like flaxseed oil is good for your heart. Magnesium I take for migraines. I was getting really bad migraines when I started taking magnesium. Again, I found that out through a friend on Facebook. I found out that that's what she was taking, and it took care of my migraines. And then I started taking CoQ10, which works really good for your high blood pressure. Vitamin A for my eyes, vitamin E for my skin. When I stopped taking the vitamin E, I noticed my skin started looking like grayish and ruddy, and the vitamin E just really helped. I said, you know what, I think I'm going to go back on the vitamin E. So basically, I'm just taking a lot of vitamins, biotins, vitamin B's, vitamin C. I did not get sick for a good 8 months when I first moved here, and I think it might have been because I was seeing my nieces more often, and they go to school and then they bring back their carriers to germs and stuff. Even if they don't get sick, your body might not have the immunity. They're in school, so they're exposed, so they have the immunity, but yours won't. And I think it was because of that. I was like sick every 2 months. And then I started taking like 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and then I couldn't find 1,000, so I put the 500, and then I got sick again. So, it's just like trial and error, but I'm taking all of these vitamins to help me be healthy. The only one that I have not been able to find that helps me is with the diabetes. So, I did find something at Walmart, but I think they discontinued it. It was a little vitamin packet that carries, I think it was lutein, cinnamon, biotin, and something else. I saved the box, and that made me feel really good. But I was taking it in conjunction with my pills, because my pills also make me sick if I take too much. The most I could take of my pill is 1,000 milligrams, and they want you to take 2,000 a day. So in the beginning, I was taking 500 milligrams plus that, and then when I finished that box of vitamins I got from, it was like some sort of diabetic supplement, then, I felt better. And then when I finished that, I went up to 1,000 milligrams, but I will not even try to do more than that. And it's because it contains iron, if I'm not mistaken. Iron is good for your blood, because your blood doesn't circulate well when you're diabetic. That's why you lose limbs. That's why you get gangrene. That's why you have problems when you cut yourself, that you get infections. Your blood doesn't circulate well. And so those vitamins were specific to blood circulation. And they put iron to make your blood strong, and that doesn't work well with my stomach. And I get like the worst horrible stomach aches. And iron clogs you up. So I'll only take 1,000 milligrams, and I'm thinking about if I could find those vitamins from Walmart, Walgreens it was, again. I would like to take those. The ones I just cannot take are the ones from GNC, the diabetic supplement. Those made me sick. If I cut them in half, they wouldn't work. They only worked if I took them whole, but then I was getting stomach aches. I wound up throwing out that bottle. That was a waste of money. But, the vitamins are making my hair grow strong. Vitamin E is helping my skin look good. The vitamin B, especially biotin, is good for your hair and nails. So, and it's good for circulation. So, that's what I'm doing.